All right, so happy Easter, everybody. You know, me being Shadow Rabbit, this is kind of my holiday if you think about it. So, hope y'all have a great Easter and you get to spend it with your loved ones and eat all the food and have a great time. And yeah, just chill. So, in the spirit of Easter, I will be doing this video with my little bunny ears, which I really adore. So, hope you like them as well. And yeah, today we're going to be talking about buying some cards. We already talked about some cards you have to be selling, so it's only fitting to talk about cards you have to purchase for the new format. We're getting Legacy of Destruction, possibly a ban list. Some archetypes are spiking, some specific cards as well. So we're going to talk about everything today. If you like the video, of course, give it a like and also subscribe to the channel so you're always up to date with all my content. So yes, for the first card, I want to focus on the Black Goat Laughs. Now, why that is because I have a feeling that Labyrinth is not going to get hit on the next ban list. It's not really doing much, and they might try and preemptively hit it if they hit fire decks significantly, which might also not be the case. However, if the power level of fire is just a little diminished, then with Labyrinth, you're going to have a really good deck on your hands that's even at this point able to snag some tops. And with the Black Goat Laughs being about $14 right now, this is almost at the lowest it's been, and it is going up because people obviously are seeing a Secret Rare from Phantom Nightmare being a really potential card, so they're gonna try and get their copies. So please get on that as soon as you can if you're looking to play Labyrinth, because the card is really good. And you can also just randomly include it in a deck if you want. You can play it for, a trap trick target or whatever. It doesn't have to be Labyrinth specifically, but the deck is really nice and it is utilizing this card. So I would look into getting some copies just to have that on hand if you're looking to play Labyrinth in the future, which again, I personally think is not gonna get hit. As for the next card, I'd like to talk about the Yubel Fusion, so the Loving Defender Forever. You've probably seen the new support from Legacy of Destruction. It's really nice. And I do have a feeling that Yubel is going to be an even more prominent deck, which right now, it was one of those archetypes that could catch you off guard, could get a couple tops here and there. But with the new support, I think it's going to be, just doing well with conviction, if you know what I mean. It's gonna be a nice deck and the support is looking really solid. So people are naturally going to try and get their hands on the Fusion, which is the only card that's a little more expensive. Right now, it's about $20 or 16 euros, which, quick disclaimer, if you don't know by now, which I do say this in almost every video, but I never convert my prices. So if you see prices of euros and dollars on the screen, this is card market prices and TCG player prices. And this is going to become really apparent with some of the other cards we're going to be talking about. But yes, I never do conversions. So this is the actual prices you're going to be paying for the cards depending on what market you buy them on. So Yubel Fusion is going up in price. I've seen it for about 9 euros when it came out on on hard market, and now it's almost 17. So get your copies. You probably need two, I assume, from some of the deck lists I've been seeing. But yeah, just get your hands on these cards so you can then later, get everything that's really cheap if you feel like playing Yubel, or just resell the Yubel Fusions when there's much more hype surrounding it when the time of Legacy of Destruction comes, which is end of April or something like that. So there's that. But on the topic of Yubel, I also want to talk about Yama, which is the Unchained Link 2. Now, this could go either way. Maybe Yama sees play in the Yubel deck, or if Unchained possibly gets Shavara to 2, which would be really nice for that deck on the ban list, then obviously Unchained is also going to see play. But Unchained Yubel is a deck that's almost for a fact going to be played, so Yama is going up. It's about $26 right now, or 17 euros here, and I remember it being around 14 to 15, so it's not one of the most significant spikes, but you can see the card going up. So I would advise you, whether or not you're trying to play Yubel with Unchained or just Unchained, to get some copies of Yama just to have them on hand. Now, with some of the other cards that I said, there's going to be a really apparent difference between card market and TCG player. It's actually the Ascent archetype. So I've seen the Vados Secret Rare, or Vados, or however you want to pronounce it, going up quite significantly. And at first I was a little confused, and then I saw all the support, which seems kind of nice. But if you don't play Ashen, I would still advise you to get the secret rare. Here we see the price of 23 euros or almost $30 because it's looking like a really promising card to put in your side deck. So you can't just play it as a tech card, not necessarily as part of the archetype. And I do actually want to pull it up and read it to you because the effect is really, really nice. Now, with all these field spells in the game right now, also all the field spells coming into the game with a lot of these archetypes receiving support, this card is going to be quite impactful. So during the main phase, if this card is in your hand, quick effect, you get to target a card in the field zone, special summon this card to the opponent's field, and then you destroy that targeted field spell, which could also be your opponent's, and then you can add to your hand or set one Ashen continuous trap from your deck. So this has to do with the Ashen archetype, but because it's optional, you also can just destroy the field spell and summon it to your opponent's field. But then if this card is sent from the opponent's field to the graveyard, to your graveyard specifically, you get to destroy all monsters on the field, optionally, which is really, really nice. So you destroy your opponent's field spell, you do give them the monster, but if they get rid of it, the entire field gets popped. So yeah, I'd say this card is actually really nice. So if you want to have it just as a tech card, you can snatch it. Now, as for the other cards, you're going to be seeing Priestess and Awakening here on the screen any second now, or right now, I guess. And the prices are quite different when it comes to TCG Player and Card Market. It seems as though people here haven't really, here meaning Europe, haven't really started seeing, I guess, all the potential in Ashen with the new support and everything else. So I would advise specifically people here to maybe get the core because it's going to be much cheaper. You can see Priestess being about 4 euros as opposed to almost $10, and also Awakening 2 euros as opposed to almost $8. So with that info, please do what you will. You know, you can get the core if you want, or just get the secret rare as a tech card. But I do see prices here not spiking as fast, which was always the thing with TCG Player and Card Market, but still, just throwing the info out there, you can do whatever you want. As for the last card, Zeus. Now, the new player starter set was, you know, not the most well received. A lot of people had a lot of negative things to say about it. However, it did give us Zeus for exactly $10.87, which is actually really nice. I remember Zeus being like around 14 to 15 at one point when it wasn't seeing that much play. And then it spiked again because Zeus is just such a good and generic card. Not to mention that some Snake Eye players are also including it. And just overall, the card has always been really, really nice if you can just afford to go into 1 Xyz monsters and attack pretty much. And if you have the space in the extra deck. So I would advise you to get this Zeus because it's gonna go up. If you look at the charts, it's already going up, because it's a very low price to pay right now. So people are going to snatch their copies. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully I gave you some ideas and you get some of these cards so you don't have to pay like twice the price in about a month's time. So yeah, if you like the video, please make sure to give it a like, and also let me know in the comments if there are any other cards going up that you would like to advise me and the other people and, you know, the watchers to get them as soon as they can. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.